Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is Francisco, and about 2 weeks ago, we assembled one of the vermiculture bins from scratch, empty bin. We filled it out with a lot of leaves, Bokashi, fermented kitchen waste, and we added some composting worms, red wigglers. So on that video, please watch it because I walk you step by step how I put together my vermiculture system. But in this video, I'm actually going to show you what that looks like 2 weeks later. So I haven't seen it, I haven't touched it, so I just want to show you what the system is doing 2 weeks later. So stay tuned for that. So this is what the system looks like. On that previous video, I explained why I put this divider. Essentially, we added the worms to this side, and we filled this to the brim with wood scraps that had been fermented previously. So let's take a look. So it looks like the area where I initially put the worms, I see a couple of eggs, but I don't see a ton of activity here. So there are some worms lingering around, a few eggs, but my feeling is that the worms migrated to this side. So let's look at what that looks like. So there are some dry areas, which is fine. So here you can see there's a lot of activities. They love cardboard, and they are essentially, I put them here, they have migrated to the other side, and they are working through the system. So everything is looking good. There's no foul smells. There's air circulation, there's air pockets. Yeah, this is a beautiful system. There's a lot of food here. So the worms are scattered. They tend to group and clump when there's less food, and then they just find a spot that has a lot of food, and then they go to it. But the system is active, is working really well. So because now I know that on this side where I added the food scraps, everything is working well, the temperature is good. Now if I really want to accelerate this process, I can take worms from my other bins and put them here, because now essentially this is good to eat. All of this is good to eat, so it's really a matter of letting the system do what it does. Worms usually they triple, double the number of worms in the system, usually within a few months. So this system should be up and running very vigorously in the next few weeks. So there's not a ton of worms in this area, which is where I originally put them, and that is really good because that means they've moved to the side with the food. And there is a ton of little babies here, so they are already having baby worms, so that's really good. You can probably not see it, but there are lots of little white little worms. So that's wonderful because this is essentially a nursery on this side, and you have your divider here, and this is where the buffet is taking place. So thank you for watching.